Hey everyone, Ramsey Fisher here. I'm about to take my family out on the paddleboard this morning, but I want to walk you through how I transport my LIVEwatersports Paddleboard. It's a 14-foot paddleboard on a vehicle that does not have roof rails. So I have an inflatable system that works seamlessly for this car and almost any other car I imagine. But I'll also talk you through how you can transport a paddleboard or a kayak all the same with a roof rail or a roof rack system, whether it's a hard top or inflatable system. Let's get started. Alright guys, so since this car does not have a roof rail system, I cannot attach a roof rack. So I have these little inflatable tubes which run through the center of the car just under the ceiling, and these provide a seamless roof rack system with these air inflated tubes. These tubes are just hand pumped with air. There's 2 each on each side, and they just strap to the car super easily, just similar system to how I attach my paddleboard on top. There's a bunch of rings on top of here which I can attach the paddleboard or a kayak if you have one to this system. And I've had this for maybe a year or two now, maybe even longer, and it's been great. I haven't had a single problem yet. Something to keep in mind is to not overinflate your tubes because these can pop in the sun. So when I'm on the water, I'll often take these off and put them in the car, or maybe I'll just deflate them a little bit and leave them on top. But these work great. So if you have a car, SUV, truck, anything, and you want to transport something on the roof and you don't have roof rails, that's okay. You don't need to install them. Go online, check out the link I dropped below, and find something like this, and they'll work just great. Bonus little clip. I was just out on the paddleboard. I left the tubes on the car while I was out, but I deflated them before, so that way they just wouldn't get too hot and pop while I was on the water. So now I'm gonna pump them back up with this hand pump that comes with the rack and inflate them back up for the travel home. All right, now that you've got your roof racks on top of the car, let's put the paddleboard up and we'll strap it down for transport. A tip for loading a kayak or paddleboard on top of your car is tuck in your side mirrors. I've definitely dinged this thing once or twice moving a kayak or paddleboard up, and I know some other people probably have too, so this is just a little tip you can do to give yourself a little space to work. But I got my tubes on top of the car, they're secure, and now we're gonna put my paddleboard up. This is a 14-foot paddleboard. If you have a fin or an antenna, be careful. And just like that, it's on. It is not secure yet, so you got to strap it down. So we got these handy little straps that come with this this set, just like that. And you're just gonna throw this over, and we'll do that for each one. Grab my other strap here. So you're taking your straps and you're running through those rings that I pointed out earlier. And you'll toss your extra strap over. Then we'll come around and tie it down over there too. We're on the other side of the car. We'll take our straps, put it through the rings, take your extras, toss it back over. We'll do that again on the front one. Try to make sure there's no spins or twists to make sure that you can get this the tightest and smoothest it can be. Also, if you have twists in this, you'll also hear like a whistling sound as you go down the highway or just down the street, so it's nice to have these straight and smooth. All right. Now that you have your straps through your loops on both sides of the paddleboard or a kayak if you have one, you want to secure it. So you'll take your extra tag end, you'll pinch your little tab there, and you'll tighten it down. And you want to make sure this is really tight. And then this excess, you can leave it, but I like to just tuck it underneath. We'll do it one more time. Grabbing that loose tag end, fitting it through, and again, tightening it down. And now you're all tied up. You got to give it that real good shake. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. All right, guys, now that you have your paddleboard on and you've gotten to your spot where you're gonna fish or you're gonna paddle, I'm gonna show you how to take it off. It's kind of the same method, but in reverse. So with this system, I just have straps, really easy, quick straps. Just press down on the tab, undo, and slide off. You can leave this on while you work. Do it again, front tab, and it pulls off just like that. All right, everyone, so that's how I transfer my paddleboard using a soft rack system, because I do not have a rack system on this car. If you have a kayak, a paddleboard, I think this will work the same with anyone's boat. So if you do not have roof racks, check out the link I include below. I really like this system. And if you have any questions or comments on how you transport your kayak or paddleboard, leave them below so others can see how you guys do it yourselves. Thanks for watching. Ramsey Fisher here, and I appreciate everyone's support.